Are you still using just a plain old conductive gel with your skincare treatments at home? Stay tuned. I'm going to tell you how to turn up the results. Welcome back all. I'm Christine Byer. I've been a licensed esthetician for 20 years and my specialty is microcurrent and lifting the face and releasing your tension. But what I've learned over the last 20 years of working on face after face is that there are methods of lifting that work better than others. And if you're still using that same old conductive gel, it's time to amp up your results. When I'm here in my treatment room, I have to cram all the goodness that I know into a 1 hour treatment on my clients. And I am trying to get the best lift, the best end result possible in 1 hour. So when I'm doing microcurrent to a client, I don't just put plain old conductive gel on unless they're seriously sensitive. And if you're sensitive and have rosacea, this may not be for you. But if they have a normal skin and can take some activity, I layer up the skincare underneath my conductive gel. I have a wonderful conductive gel that by itself is amazing, but why not layer up some really nourishing serums and ampules underneath that to get the best result possible? Because if you think about it, when we are doing microcurrent and other devices, we are asking the skin to do a lot of work. And if we don't have the best diet, if we aren't getting much water, our skin is not gonna show us the results that we want. And anytime somebody says to me, I'm not getting results, there are a couple things you'll need to check on. The first one being your mineral levels and your hydration level. But that will be a video for another time. So what I do during my treatment time with my clients is I will layer up different serums under that conductive gel, but they can't be just any serum. It can't be something with acid in it. It cannot have retinols in it. It cannot have anything that is going to be driven too deeply in the skin and cause a problem, because these ingredients will be driven into the skin quite nicely with microcurrent. Now, this will work with ultrasound. This will work with microcurrent. There are some other like hot cold devices this could work with. I don't think I would do this with a home radio frequency unit because the heat from the unit basically is going to kill off or deactivate a lot of the antioxidants, which is why, we need to store things in the refrigerator. I've even seen people with their own skincare refrigerators, which I think is kind of silly, but to each his own. I love skincare with the best of them. I mean, I made a career out of it. So what kind of things can we use? Well, it just depends. I mean, if I'm trying to work on a client who needs brightening, I'm going to do a peel first. I'm going to make sure every trace of that peel is off. And then I'll be doing microcurrent and LED and all sorts of good stuff. Once I've taken that peel off completely and deactivated it, then I'm layering up the good stuff, right? And so I have a product, it's a triple vitamin C with gold, and I love this product. Let me show you what that looks like. This is my lab sample. I don't even have them on the shelf yet. They come out next week. But this is a very light gel-like formula. Another thing you want to make sure that what you layer under your conductive gel doesn't have a bunch of oil. Oil does not conduct. I mean, it's like rubberizing the treatment so that you just won't conduct. It's also going to keep things from penetrating very well. So you want to make sure it has very little or no oil at all. So this is just a very light fluid-like formula. It's 3 types of vitamin C. One is fat soluble, then the other 2 are water. And so this is the kind of consistency you're looking for. There are no acids in this serum, and it's something I can comfortably drive into the skin without causing any problems. Something like this is perfect. Now, if I want even extra brightening, I'll go for, so this is my Brighten Up the Day. It has not even been released yet. It's being released next month. But I have such good results with this. And I'm like, why don't I release that to the public? Because it's just such a great serum. And so this serum comes out. This is a peptide-based serum. Now watch it with serums, or watch it with peptides, because a lot of times they can be very activating. Although this one has proven time and time again that it calms the skin. It's wonderful under microcurrent, under LED. It is the bomb. This with LED brightens every face I put it on, and I love that. So if you think about where pigmentation starts, it's deep down into the skin at that dermal epidermal junction. So basically where dead tissue meets live tissue. And if you're just putting a product on top of the skin and not doing any exfoliation, it's really not going to get to where that pigmentation is formed, where the problem is. So that's why I love driving this into the skin with LED or microcurrent, because it really brightens the skin and it gets to the root of the problem. And that's something you would want to do on a regular basis. So both of these serums are made to be used as serums, or they can be used layered under your conductive gel a couple times a week when you do your treatments. But there are many, many different serums. You just need to go through that ingredient deck and make sure that it's not going to be overly sensitizing, because if you drive something into the skin that is overly sensitizing, you're going to be having I've had different things happen to my own face and to clients' faces, not very often because I learned this lesson early on. It will irritate the skin if you drive, say, a lactic acid deeper into the skin than it needs to go. It's just not, it does not work there. It works on the top of the skin and it doesn't need to be driven into the skin. So be very choosy about what you layer under your conductive gel. You could even do a patch test if you wanted to, try it on your arm, layer it up, do some microcurrent over it, and see how it works for you, see if there's any reaction. But this works with a lot of different serums. It's just that no retinol, no acids, and no oils. And we just need to make sure that they are very pure and water-based type serums that will be able to get where they're going, and microcurrent and LED and everything will push this into the skin. Now with LED, you want to make sure that it's completely clear. You don't want to try to push LED through a colored serum or a colored cream, because it's just not going to do anything. Anytime I do treatments, brightening treatments, I will layer my clear Brighten the Day serum over my conductive gel. And I had so many people ask me what to use for a conductive gel. I went ahead and just released one that I use a lot in my treatment room, and this is called Hydra Lift. The reason it's blue is because it has azulene in it, which is a blue flowering plant. Azulene is best known for its calming and soothing properties. This also has green tea in it, but it's blue in the bottle, but it ends up being very opaque, sorry, not opaque, but see-through once you put it on the skin. So this would be fine. So that's exactly how I would do it in my treatment room. I've prepped the skin, I've done their peel, I've done some facial contouring massage, etc., etc. And now I'm ready to drive all this in with either some microcurrent. Sometimes I will do LED right over this if they're really dry. A lot of people say use LED on clean, dry skin, and there's a lot of truth to that. However, I need to multitask in my treatment room. I don't always have an extra 30 minutes to do LED all by itself. And so a lot of times I will do it right over this mask. So like I said, I need to make sure that that has no acids in it, has no oils in it, has no retinols in it. I just don't want to drive those ingredients deeper into the skin. I'm not the oil, but the oil is going to be cutting down on your microcurrent current. You basically load your face up like you're getting ready for bed, minus the acids and the retinols, and slather on top your nice conductive gel. And remember, whatever you're putting on your skin is going to be forced deeper into the skin. You don't want to have a lot of garbage in that product. You don't want, everybody knows about artificial colors and fragrance, but you really want it to be on the cleaner side because it's going to go deeper into the skin. Thanks for watching part 3 of Lift It Like a Pro, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye now.